Man, what's up, everybody? This is Life.
What it do? It's your boy S.I.L.A.S.
And this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing.
What's up, everybody? This is Life. Welcome to the product of the week. And this week we have the gray and black OMG snapback. It's 10% off, so go ahead and go to the website and do the damn thing. Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in for another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing. Tapping in one more time with the OMG boys.
Yes,
So we're going to get into it. As you can see, we are doing the top 5 hip-hop artists. My top favorite, not necessarily who we think are the best, but our personal favorites. Myself and Life.
Yes,
right
sir.
here next to me, so we'll just go ahead and get into it. Life, go ahead and tell us who your number. We're gonna count down from 5 all the way to 1. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure you like this video, share it, go to the website, get yourself a snapback, 10% off, and let's go ahead and do it. Life.
All right, man. So my 5th spot is Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe.
Lupe is one of the coldest rappers ever, dude. And my favorite album actually is Food and Liquor, which
Food
is
and
his
Liquor.
first
His first.
debut album.
Yeah.
Oh my, I listened to that album so many times. I know that album front to back, damn near every single word. And my favorite song from there, there's actually 2, which is called, one of them is called Daydreaming, and the other one's called The Cool.
The Cool.
Oh man.
The Cool, that's when the dude came back from the grave and all that, the
he
storytelling.
came back
That's
in the same suit that he was
married in, the same one his grandmother
father
was buried in. Yes, he was still fresh to death.
Playing 2 air rings and chain lane on the
Dude,
chest.
I love this album.
Man.
I love that song. I'm not the biggest fan of Daydream. I felt like it was a little soft. I don't know, just
That's
not.
the reason why I like that.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
an R&B type of dude too, so
Yeah.
I love R&B and
Same, but
and the smoothness and the instrumentation of the song made me in the type of mood. Like, it puts you in a certain type of mood, storytelling, and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I liked it.
This album to me is a classic. It's a hip hop classic.
Oh man, one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
Like on the real, like out of everybody. Just
Yes.
hands down.
What's the song with Jay-Z that he had on there?
Oh my gosh.
I forget the name of the song, but Jay-Z's verse was so cold.
Yeah.
I'm back for these puppies with the pound boy. Here's a round boy. Gra, gra, down boy. Sound boy. You don't want to sound clash, loud noise. Hard. I love that verse from Jay-Z. I love that song. I can't remember the name of the song. But it's Pressure. I love that song. Lupe and Jay-Z. Like when I saw Jay-Z was featured on this album, like you had to stop everything. You had to stop and just listen to this song all the way through. Classic album, lot of good songs on here.
Sunshine.
And of course, we hadn't even talked about Kick Push.
Oh, of course.
One
all
of
the skateboard
greatest, like, oh my God.
Man.
Kick Push was amazing. It changed the game for everything.
That was the single, and then it took off after that. Everything was crazy.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and do, because we'll be here talking about this album all day, honestly.
Oh, yeah. No.
But we'll go ahead and move
on.
To number 5, my 5th favorite rapper of all time is E40. And my favorite album from E40 is Revenue Retrieving Day Shift. This was a dual disc album. They have the day shift and the night shift. I don't think the night shift was as good as the first, day shift. But E40, let me keep it real with all my viewers out there. I was not a big fan of E40 growing up. I know he's been rapping since the 80s, since the 90s and all that. Never was interested. When he really started making a name, like mainstream, when he came out, Tell Me When to Go, that went crazy, the hyphy movement. I'll be honest with everybody, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself, but forgive me. I was not a fan of the hyphy movement. I was like, so back then, so that was like 04, 05, 06, like I was like in freshman in high school, and I was all about like lyrical hip hop, like A Tribe Called Quest. And,
I was all about that.
You know what I mean? But that's all I was about. Like if you didn't do boom bap, jazzy rap, it wasn't real hip hop in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like that was my mentality. And I was like, nah, I don't like that hyphy stuff. They
You know,
just make dumb music.
It's crazy that you say that because you're from the West Coast and most of the people from the West Coast didn't have that boom bap style.
Right, I know. Like
So-
back then, I was like all about the East
East
Coast.
Coast.
I listened to a lot of East Coast rap. I was about the New York lyrical '90s rap, jazzy. And then so at first I was like, nah, this hyphy stuff is stupid. It's just talking about dancing and doing drugs. Like, nah, I'm good. And then it wasn't until I got older, I started actually listening more. Like, how do I say this? I wasn't just like stuck in one way. Like I opened my mind and way of thinking and seeing music in a different light. Yes. And I just noticed how dope E40 was. And when he dropped this was back in 2010, I think. This was my senior year in high school. This was like one of the albums that was the anthem to my senior year in high school. We were bumping it all the time, doing what we did after high school, some activities. And just rolling around bumping this E40. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this album, but anybody that's not familiar.
I'm a huge E40 fan.
So my favorite song on this album, and it's not a great song for kids to listen to, but the song is titled "I'm Gonna Teach You How to Sell Dope," and it's a great song. It's a great song because he has like really, what I love about E40 is his storytelling. Like he will tell you stuff like everyday things.
He paints pictures.
Yes, he paints these pictures that everyday people go through. So he tells you about the life of an everyday drug dealer.
Yep.
And just his flow, the beat, and I'm just like infatuated with it. So I'm gonna teach you how to sell dope. Back in Business, Whip It, featuring Gucci Mane. Every Day's a Weekend. A lot of great songs on this album.
You know my favorite song on this album?
What is it?
The Weed Man.
Oh, hey, mama, I know the Weed Man. Exactly. Not such a great song for kids to be listening to, but it is a great song. Adrian, is this album your favorite, or E40 your favorite? What's your favorite? Tell us, please let us know more. What is your favorite about this? Because this album is probably my favorite E40 album. Then he followed this up with
Night Shift.
No. I can't. Welcome to the Soil. That one was a 3-disc series, I think.
Yeah. He did like 5 3-discs.
Yeah, E40 can just keep going, dude. And then he followed up with another great album. I love that album too. So let's go ahead and hop into your number 4. Your top 4 artist is?
Yeah, so speaking of you listening to East Coast, I also was a really big East Coast person. So like I said on one of the previous episodes, the first album I bought was Nas' Godson. So number 4 is Nas. But my favorite is Hip Hop Is Dead. That's my favorite album from him. It was such an amazing album. I was listening to it all the time on repeat over and over and over again. And my favorite song on there is called Can't Forget About You, featuring, I think it's Chrisette Michele.
Okay.
And the way she sang on that, the whole melodic thing, like the same thing, kind of like similar feel to Daydreaming, but more like, there's more punch to it.
Okay.
So it was just, I listened to that song all the damn time.
Yeah.
And Nas is one of those dudes where like, I literally, most people would say like Illmatic or It Was Written is their favorite album. Of course, Stillmatic is the classic. That's the one with One Mic and Ether and all those other ones.
Stillmatic is probably my favorite Nas album.
There you go. And then Godson is the one where it has Who Shot You, Made You Look.
You're a slave to a page in my rhyme book.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that one is amazing. Nas is just an all-around lyricist.
He just dropped an album about a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, I just listened to it today.
King Disease. Oh, today? Yeah, he has some good stuff on there,
Yeah,
dude. I was surprised. I was like, Nas is going, how old is he now?
47.
He's 47 and he is going in,
Yeah,
dude.
I think his
like
birthday is actually 4 days after my dad's birthday.
Okay,
So,
nice.
September 14th. But yeah, he's 47. He's killing the scene. But he's a lyrical dude, so I was not surprised at all. I was like, this, of course, is gonna drop another classic. This is Nas.
Yeah.
I'm like, if he doesn't come with some heat, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
This one was not this album in particular, but the King's Disease 2 that he just dropped, better than King's Disease 1.
Yeah.
King's Disease 1 I wasn't a fan of. And this one, he just like the whole different sound and just sounded so smooth. His storytelling, his flow, he was like on some OG shit on this album, and it was just
I felt that.
Okay, I respect it. You know what I mean?
He even mixed in a couple songs where they're like kind of new school beats.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, kind of.
But
like
he kept it
trap,
Nas all the way through.
Exactly. Still kept it him rapping it though, and I was like, okay, do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Nas.
King's Disease 2 is dope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't too familiar with this album. I know I had it. I know I illegally downloaded it off of LimeWire at some point in my teenage years. But I wasn't too familiar with this album. I just know hip hop is dead.
Yeah, they had Game on it, which was produced by Dre, and then Marsha Ambrosius, I think, is on it. There's a whole bunch of like good like features that he has on it, and then just the whole album front to back to me was just sonically just great. But to me, that's all of Nas's albums. Just this one's my favorite. I literally bought when I was in high school. I bought every single Nas album first before I bought anything else, even before one of my other people that's going to be in this later. But yeah.
Nas is definitely a legend, dude. Like, to me, he's a little hit and miss with his albums. I'm not a huge Nas fan.
You said, what about Mike Dilla? Mike Dilla, you know, he cool and everything, but I mean...
I'm gonna be honest, who's Mike Dilla? Well, what is it? Am I missing something?
No, yeah, you are.
Okay.
It's okay though.
All right.
Because it's not. So Mike Dill is the dude that actually comes here to. You know the dude with glasses, the black dude. That's Mike Dilla.
That Mike Dilla. Okay,
Mike Dilla.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a rapper too.
Shout out to Mike Dilla, man. Cool dude, man. Always showing love around the studio for sure.
Man, and he's dope though. If you haven't listened to any of his music, go do the damn thing.
Okay, dope. So we'll go ahead and hop into my four spot favorite rapper of all time is T.I., the king of the South himself. T.I. to me is one of the most underrated rappers of all time. This dude is a legend. Him and you could say Ludacris kind of put Atlanta like on the forefront of rap, but I love Luda too. Man. But T.I.'s music is amazing. He has so many great albums, but this album in particular, King, front to back, beginning to end, is a great album. He starts right off the bat with the intro with the Just Blaze beat, and he just goes in hard, just spitting bars, killing it. And then of course we all know the singles that came off of this album. They were singles, but they weren't poppy. They were just great songs. What You Know About That, Why You Wanna, when he was sampling the A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Tell a nigga no with an ass so fat. Why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Why you wanna go and do that? Do that. That one. What else? I forget the singles, but probably one of my favorite songs from this album is called Ride With Me. It's just like a feel good just song. He talks about just rolling through the city and just doing the things that he does. Great song. I think this album is, in my eyes, of course, just my opinion, I think it's a top 10 album of all time. I feel like the content of it, just so many great songs. The amount of great songs that are on this album is just amazing. If you're not familiar with T.I.'s King album, and of course, the song that was on here, Live in the Sky featuring Jamie Foxx. How can you not? I don't know somebody who doesn't like that song. Like, you tear up every time that song comes on.
That song's dope.
If you're not familiar with this album, I highly suggest tapping in. He has a song, I'm Straight, featuring Young Jeezy and BG.
I'm gonna have to revisit this album because I listened to it.
Yeah, of course. But
I haven't dove into it with fresh ears. Like,
this album does not disappoint. If you're a real hip hop rap fan, I would suggest going back and listening to this album while you still can. And then he also has Paper Trail, which I think is the second best album. Came out like maybe 2 after this. Before this, he had Trap Music, Urban Legend. T.I. just has some great albums. I think he is one of the most underrated hip hop artists of all time. So much great music from T.I.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I agree with you.
So let's go ahead and hop into our threes now, Joe.
Okay, so that'll be my 3. So my third spot is no other than the white boy Eminem.
You gotta love Eminem.
Eminem is one of the coldest lyricists I've ever heard. Period. Like it's just his penmanship is on a whole nother level. And I get why a lot of people may not like him because of the in your face type of stuff that he talks about.
I love it.
Yeah. I love it too.
That's this whole Slim Shady LP.
Slim Shady LP. That's my favorite album. My other favorite album was Infinite, but that was more hip hop. That was in '96 before he actually got signed.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about the album Infinite.
That album's great. But I would have to say Slim Shady LP is my favorite album. I listened to this front to back several times. When I was younger, I was only like, I think this came out in 2000. So
99, I think it was.
Yeah, 99. Marshall LP came out in 2001. Yeah. So, damn, 99? I was 11.
We shouldn't have been listening to this.
Nah, not at all.
Well, since age 12, I always felt like somebody else because I hung my original self from the top bunk with a belt.
Oh, man.
I love that. I love when Eminem used to rap like this.
Yes.
And recently, dude, he's been dropping heat.
I know.
He's been dropping
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, music to be murdered by. Oh my God, dude. Eminem is killing it, dude.
Pen is like
he's come back. Like, I respect Eminem so much. Eminem is not a sheep, he's a goat. No, I can't we can't tell right here what that really is. I'm gonna assume you put a goat. Anything other than a goat would be disrespect. Oh, that's my wife, Jessica. That's definitely a goat. She loves Eminem. Eminem is her most favorite rapper.
Oh, that's
of all
what it
time.
says. Eminem is a goat. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, my wife.
I see you, babe. I see your number 3 spot is Ice Cube. Ice Cube is amazing too. So definitely shout out to Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But Eminem though.
My favorite Eminem album is probably the Marshall Mathers LP.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Dude, that album, he was just going in.
He went in, but the reason why this one was my favorite is because of one particular song called "Bad Meets Evil," which is with Royce the 5.
I don't remember it right now off the top of my head.
Royce the 5'9". It's pretty much just him and Royce the 5'9" going back and forth.
And is it kind of like Guilty Conscience?
No. It's just straight rap. Like.
Oh, okay. I got to go back and revisit it. I remember this song.
This is what happened with Bad Meets Evil. Hitting trees until we look like Vietnamese people. I can't remember the whole hook right now, but it's pretty much the lyricism that both of them came to that song was so incredible, dude. Like Royce the 5'9" destroyed that song.
Nice. I have to go back and revisit.
You gotta listen to that specific song.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
that's the one.
Song. That one is the one I had on repeat. When I was younger,
we shouldn't have.
I was 11, so right now my brain is foggy, but I know for a fact I was listening to that song.
Yeah.
So all the damn time, and all the way through high school too, because a lot of even when I was 16, I was still bumping the crap out of that specific song. Yeah. But by then, Encore came out and all the other Slim Shady albums came out. But anyway, that's my dude, the GOAT, one of the GOATs.
Yeah, he is. He most definitely. He's not one of my top 5 favorite, but I'll tell you right now, he is probably number 1 or 2 of all time. Just overall rap artist of all time. At worst 3, but Eminem is just the GOAT, hands down.
He's just the dude that nobody wants to mess. When somebody tries to challenge him to a battle, it's a rap.
Yeah, no, you don't. And I just want to put these dudes on blast. These internet personalities talking down on Eminem. I don't know if you've been seeing it on the internet lately. He's been getting a lot of slander, very undeserved. I think you guys just need to get the salt out of your diet because you're being a little salty right now.
Oh yeah, my wife over there, she said she likes Royce now too.
Did you put her on?
I put her on the Book of Ryan.
Okay.
If you don't know Royce, listen to that album first. It's newer, but the Book of Ryan.
Okay, I will. I never heard of Royce until Slaughterhouse, but I'm gonna look into that definitely. So we'll go ahead and hop into my number 3. Who was my number 3? Oh, none other than Mr. J. Cole. So this one right here, it's not necessarily an album. It was one of his first mixtapes. I think this was one of the first mixtapes he dropped when he got signed to Rock Nation. And J. Cole, I think right now you can say he's probably top 5, top 10 rappers of all time, and he's still going. He's still young. He's only 35, 36. Like he's still going. He has a lot more years to rap.
Man,
J.
if he's
Cole,
like Tech 9, he'll be 50-something.
right, still rapping. Yeah. But J. Cole, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Fausto. He put me on J. Cole back in the day, like in 08, 09, around there. And I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of J. Cole because the songs that he showed me, to me, he sounded a little too much like Talib Kweli. So I'm like, he's nice, but he's not really original. Like he sounds like somebody else already. You know what I mean? So at first I was like, I was kind of sleeping on him. I was like, whatever. And then I heard Friday Night Lights. Are you familiar with this mixtape at all, Joe? Friday Night Lights?
No,
dude. Oh my God!
I listened to it one time, but I listened to it while I was doing other things, so I didn't get to absorb it.
I highly recommend this mixtape right here. He starts off. The first song is Too Deep for the intro. I think he has like an Erykah Badu sample on there, and he's just so smooth, and he's just going in. A lot of great songs on this album. He had In the Morning. Featuring Drake, Can I Hit It in the Morning? That song was amazing. An interesting story about that song, he talks about he literally made that song in his apartment that he was recording in his bedroom, just sitting there. I think Drake he heard about it. Drake dropped his verse on it, and the song just blew up and took J. Cole to another level. But I think J. Cole is one of the best storytellers ever. I think he paints a very vivid pictures similar to E40, but in his own way. E40 talks a lot about like the streets and drug dealing and things like that. J. Cole talks about the struggle, and I relate a lot to what he talks about, being just like really intelligent in school and going off to college and just doing things like that. So I really love J. Cole. I love his storytelling. I will be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of his latest album. What's it called? The Off Season, I believe it is. He has a few good songs on there, but overall, not the biggest fan, but that's okay. He's made so many great albums. I ain't even mad at him for that. But Friday Night Lights is a great album. Forest Hills, what's it called? Forest Hills Drive, 2014. Great album. I think J. Cole can go down in history as a top 5 rapper. In my eyes, he is that already. I'd like to hear what anybody else has to say about J. Cole. I think he's slept on and really one of the greatest of all time.
He's dope.
Yeah.
Especially out of the new cats, of course, the only person you can put him with is Kendrick Lamar, really, of this time.
Right. And I think J. Cole, nothing against Kendrick Lamar, but I think J. Cole makes way better music than Kendrick Lamar. I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. He's a great rapper, but I don't love his music.
No, I'm playing.
What'd you say?
I was going.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hop into your number 2, right? We're at 2s?
Yeah, we're at 2. So my number 2 spot is one of the GOATs and actually inspired my number 3 rapper, Eminem, Redman. Redman and Method Man, of course, but Redman specifically out of them two was on a whole nother level.
Redman is crazy.
And he was like the original dude that did stuff like Ludacris and Busta Rhymes and
doing that
crazy videos and making big old hands and doing like comedy stuff, but you doing punchlines at the same time. Yeah. So like one of the punchline kings, just back-to-back punchlines. Really funny dude. Of course, he's high all the time too. And then one of the best ever MTV Cribs.
Oh, he did his little condo, little apartment thing.
Best MTV Cribs ever.
Hilarious. He had a mess everywhere. He didn't care.
Somebody was sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
He had trash everywhere. He was rubbing his 2 wires together.
He was crazy. He just had the video games out. Like, And he had money at that time.
Exactly.
I saw an interview. Didn't he go back and do Cribs again or something like that and went to the same spot or something like that? I was watching an interview, but he was saying basically like he had his money at the time, but like he wanted to keep it real or something like that. So he ended up doing it in his little apartment rather than getting a big old mansion. A lot of dudes rent out mansions when they do that anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
But he was like, no, I'm going to keep it real. Like, this is where I'm staying. Like, what's up?
Yeah. He's just real.
Yeah.
Like he's so real. He doesn't care, and that's why that's how you can tell he inspired Eminem. He has that just don't give a about the whole entire situation. It's like I'm gonna do what I do, and it's gonna work, and he's winning all the time.
And shout out to Redman showing a lot of love to upcoming artists, like launching like challenges all the time, like willing to collab, reach out, will work,
contests and all these kind of things. I've been watching him do it, and it's amazing that he does that. And then shouts out Instagram followers and stuff like that all the time. The cool thing too for me is like on my bucket list, I was able to actually open up for Redman.
Right.
So that was one of the greatest times of my life. Redman is a humble dude. I actually was able to tell him he was actually one of the reasons why I wanted to rap, besides my brother.
Dope.
So definitely Redman. My favorite album from him is Reggie, which is his actual name.
Okay.
And my favorite song from there is called Def Jammable. It's pretty much just him going in bars.
Nice. I love bars.
And the beat though is incredible. If we could play the beat right now, I wish we could, but we'll save that for later.
Yeah.
But
what's the name of the song? Def Jammable?
Yeah, Def Jammable. The beat though, every single time I hear it, I actually wanted to do a skate part to it. So I was wanting
a skate park?
Part.
Oh, like, a skate part.
Filming myself skate and then putting in that song to my tricks and everything. Because it's just I can't even stress it enough how like the beat. Once you hear the beat, you'll understand. It's just incredible.
Better be good.
I mean, I'm hyping it too much.
I was gonna say with all that hype you putting on, I better love it.
I am probably hyping it too much, but it literally feels that way to me.
Right.
So. Redman, definitely hands down, one of my favorites. He's the number 2 spot. He's killing the game. And of course, other people like older people, they would say like Muddy Waters and his older albums would be, or Malpractice or something like that would be one of their favorites. With I think Malpractice one is like Get Dirty on It.
Oh, okay.
Let's get dirty. Baby.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, number 2, Redman, all the way.
Redman, he's dope. He's dope. I like to watch his freestyles. Like, I don't listen to a lot of his music, but I watch his freestyles because I love bars. A lot of rappers, I just like to watch their freestyles and just go in. You know what I mean? So I am interested in that Def Jammable, though. I'm going to have to look that up after this.
Yeah. Always.
So we'll go ahead and hop into my number 2. What was that?
I said on the way home.
On the way home. Go ahead and hop into my number 2. Excited for my number 2. Just go ahead and do it. I know my wife is watching, and I know she's going to hate me. I know a lot of people are going to hate, but I think you guys are all hypocrites. My number 2 is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dwayne Carter. Lil Wayne is amazing. In my eyes, he is the greatest rapper of all time. He's number 2 on my list because, like I said, there's a difference between who I think is the best ever and who are my personal favorites.
Gotcha.
Lil Wayne, to me, is the greatest rapper of all time. Lyricist, flow, punchline. I know a lot of people. Adrian, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Were you not bumping Lil Wayne in every feature he was making back in 06, 07? Had that song with Lloyd. He was on the Destiny's Child. Like, people wait on Lil Wayne now. I'm so mad at them because they loved Lil Wayne in the mid-2000s. So, but Lil Wayne is amazing. Like I was saying, his flows, his cadences, his songs, his hooks, his albums, his storytelling. Lil Wayne is just amazing. I think he's a genius. I personally think he's the greatest rapper of all time and has had some of the most influence in hip hop. Like, hip hop today came from Lil Wayne. There wouldn't be the sound there is today if there wasn't Lil Wayne. Not saying it's in its best state right now, because I don't think hip hop is in its best state as far as for mainstream stuff, because there's a lot of great artists that aren't in the mainstream. But not to diss these guys, I'm just not a fan of their music. Futures, Young Thugs, Migos, Yachty's. I don't like any of that stuff. But that all came from Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, to me, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem are the top 3 rappers of all time, and they're the most influential rappers, and that's what makes them the best of all time. I think those are the top 3 rappers of all time. Lil Wayne is amazing. He's the GOAT, still going at it to this day. What did I just say? I liked him at first, but the serum messed him up. Shout out to Kenny Bigfoot Radio.
Is the best number one.
Thank you. Lil Wayne is the best number 1 greatest rapper of all time. See, but Adrian did admit that she did like Lil Wayne back in the day.
I mean, most people would. The Carter 1 and Carter 2 are classics.
Classics, like, amazing albums.
I listen to the Carter 2 more than Carter 1, only because I think it's the Carter 2, the intro part where.
And that's what I was saying. That's what I was gonna say was my favorite song from that album. It's called "The Mob," where he's just going in. How does the song start out?
Bum, 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 oh my God.
Damn, I can't think of it right now. But it's a great song, great album. The Carter 2 by Lil Wayne, the Carter 3, which he broke records with before streaming, back when LimeWire was hot, sold 1 million records on the first week, had never been done before. Carter. Cash money, young money, mother, the other side. They could with us if they want. I bring them homicide. Word to my mama, I'm gonna continue bombing. That's how the song starts, The Mob. But Lil Wayne broke records with the Carter 3. Sold 1 million records first week. When people still had to buy CDs, were bootlegging it before streaming. I bootlegged it. I'm gonna be honest.
I bootlegged the Carter 1.
I think I bootlegged 1, 2, and 3. But doesn't take away from the fact that Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time. The Carter 2 is a classic album. Carter 3 was amazing too. Not quite as good as 2, but better than 1. The Carter 5 that he just dropped in 2018, amazing album. Very underrated. I don't understand why people don't listen to the Carter 5. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. If you don't want to listen to the whole thing, listen to one song called Mona Lisa featuring Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah. I mean,
like,
dope.
If you like Kendrick Lamar and you don't like Lil Wayne, listen to this song. I guarantee you're gonna like this song. The song is some of the best storytelling of all time. And I try to tell my wife, even Eminem said that song Mona Lisa with Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne, is a top 5 hip hop song of all time. And if Eminem says your song is top 5 all time, that means something. It carries some weight. I want everybody out there disrespecting the GOAT. Put some damn respect on my man's name, Dwayne Lil Wayne Carter. That's my number 2. Damn it. I feel passionate because I'm tired of the slander.
So he actually featured a couple times with my number 1. So I can't wait to get to my number 1.
And who is your number 1, Joe?
Is that what we're doing? We're getting to number 1? My number 1. Whew. Babe, I already know you know what my number 1 is. Everybody knows that actually knows me. I put a lot of people on game with this dude.
You do.
His name is none other than Tech 9.
Tech 9 himself.
9 is the coldest rapper out. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care about Lil Wayne's. I don't care about nobody else. He is the GOAT.
I haven't heard the song with him and Lil Wayne, Tech 9 and Lil Wayne.
He has a few of them.
Okay.
He's on Lil Wayne's album, and Lil Wayne is on his album.
Okay.
So
I probably have heard
it. Carter, I think it's the Carter 4.
Okay, I wasn't a big fan of the Carter 4.
That's the one where you had 3 of the same beat, where the first one was.
No, that's Carter 2. Just fly in, Carter 2, fly out.
He has one where it's. It's not the same beat. It's 3 different freestyles. Like, there's one where it's just him. He just freestyles in the beginning.
Okay.
Then there's him and Tech 9. Not him and Tech 9. It's Tech 9 and Andre 3000.
Okay.
So he's not even on that track. It's actually just Andre 3000 and Tech 9.
Okay, dope.
And then at the very end of that album, it's like Busta Rhymes and a whole bunch of other artists that just go in.
I gotta listen to
You
it
gotta-
again. I
son.
wasn't that's on the Carter 4, right?
Yeah,
I
that-
wasn't a big fan of the Carter 4.
Son, listen,
But I'ma go back.
re-listen to
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
especially those 3 songs, because those are my favorite. It's funny because all the freestyles are the ones
Right.
that
Same. I love freestyles.
they just cold.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Tech Nine. Tech Nine
Yeah.
is definitely the coldest rapper. His storytelling is bar none. His animation. He's like a whole package deal for me. For me, he has the slow rap, fast rap, different cadences.
Yeah, he does.
He has like melody, so he kind of like sings and stuff like that with his stuff. He has rock and roll stuff where he does the scream really well. Everything he does is just on a whole nother phenomenal level, and people don't really know about his craft like I do. Like a lot of people dismiss him because of his like appearance.
Yeah, because of the way he looks and stuff, right?
Looks, I know, like back in the day, he used to have like red spiked hair. That's only because he's a blood and whatever. And then he like, one of his album covers, he had a freaking Catholic robe on or whatever.
Yeah.
And so people automatically thought it was
Painted
a devil
face,
worshiper.
the hair, the goatee.
The painted face was literally because of being a part of the tribe of Africa.
Okay.
So he's like tapping into his ancestors.
Yeah.
And sometimes he'll even put I forgot the word he would put right here, but it's like a word like he would put like war, like because he's going to war when he goes on stage.
Right.
And other things would be like memorabilia from what his mom or grandma used to say to him,
right,
or whatever. Or I think it was his grandma mainly that used to say stuff to him, and he
okay,
would write a word that would,
right,
yeah, like he put like faith there or something like
right,
that.
right, okay.
So like he does stuff that's so artistic. It's like on a whole nother. It's when he walks on stage, it's a story.
Yeah.
Because the stuff
his performances are amazing. Like there's not many rap artists. Like a lot of rap artists go on stage and they have like 10 of their homies. Yeah, and they're all just going around the stage and they'll grab their hands and they'll start doing this and they'll have their bottles and just randomly ad-lib. But no, Tech Nine has a whole thing choreographed. Man. He has his dancers. Man. He has his lights. He has the whole setup. I do respect his performances big time.
His performances are bar none. Even Busta Rhymes said that Tech Nine is the only dude that can touch him on the stage. That's coming from Busta, who is known to have one of the best stage presences of all time.
Okay,
and that's known throughout the hip hop scene, though.
Okay,
like all the
I didn't know that.
All like the big hip hop heads, like Nas and all them people, they'll all tell you Busta Rhymes
right,
is
right,
that dude when it comes to stage.
Okay.
So and he shouted out Tech Nine to be the only one that matches energy.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. Like he'll go out there, break dance, choreograph. The screaming he does. He tells a story on stage. Like even when the way he dresses, you can tell that they're unified because of the stuff that they're wearing on stage is all uniform. It's just a totally another level. Like I can't even explain everything that the reason why he's my favorite. It's just on another level of artistic.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just the artistic part. Like he has stuff with, because I love rock and roll. So he has stuff with Surge, which is the lead singer of System of a Down. He has a song with Jonathan Davis, which is Korn from our hometown. Then he has stuff with Slipknot, which is Corey Taylor. And then on the other side he'll have Lil Wayne, E40. He has a song with Tupac. So he's come on.
Yeah.
He has the background and the rap sheet to back up the things that he's done. And it's crazy because he's been signed so many times, but since he's so different, nobody knew what to do with him.
Right.
So finally he just said, I'm going to start Strangeland. Well, pretty much Strange Music.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my favorite album from him. It's actually a collabos album, and it's not like his solo album, but it's an album with all the people from Strange Music.
Okay.
And this is my favorite album through Tech Nine, called Welcome to Strangeland. And my favorite song on there is called My Favorite. Adrian, I know you like that song a lot because she used to play that in the car every single time we would like take a road trip. That's one of the songs that's always playing.
Okay.
Every single time we go, that's one of the songs. It's either going to be Tom Misch or it's going to be one of this something from Tech Nine, and it's called My Favorite. And pretty much it's just talking about the thing, like his addictions to a certain thing. There's 3 rappers on there. There's Brother Lynch Hung, I'm trying to remember who the second rapper is. It's Tech Nine. I forgot the second rapper, and then Brother Lynch on. Oh, Chris Calico, I believe, and Brother Lynch on. And they all talk about stuff that's like the stuff that is like addicting to them.
Right.
So that's like my favorite. I want more. And the beat is crazy. I've never heard a beat like it before.
Yeah.
But definitely Tech Nine is my #1 spot. Always. Shout out to that man. He created a conglomerate. He created something that nobody else can say he created.
Yeah, much respect to his. I think he's underrated and underrespected in his business and what he's been able to do with strange music and the artists he's been able to put out and just how much success that they have as a unit. So,
Prozac. I'm sorry. Prozac is the second rapper on my favorite.
Okay. But yeah, much respect to Tech Nine. He is a dope rapper. I'm not the biggest fan of his music. I do like a few of his songs, but like I said, I do love his freestyles and when he's just rapping. Because I just love the bars.
This album.
Strangeland, a lot of just rap.
A lot of it. Just rap.
Going in.
Rap, because it's all his collabo albums, you would probably like a lot more than his solo ones.
Right.
Because
okay, yeah, probably, yeah.
He's getting outside of himself
right.
and he's like competing with all his other artists.
Yeah, and what they do. Okay.
So it's like he has to go in.
Okay,
like
dope.
Some of the people he signed are some monsters on the mic.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he does have some good artists. That's what I'm saying. Big shout out to Tech Nine, strange music, everything they got going on. So we'll go ahead and finish the show, or finish this segment at least, with my #1 rapper of all time. So, it's kind of sad, but we'll just go ahead and get into it. My favorite rapper of all time is Nipsey Hussle. I just want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Condolences to his family. Passed away a few years ago. But Nipsey Hussle's my personal favorite rapper of all time because I just think he's so inspirational, so motivational. Very similar to J. Cole, but I resonated with Nipsey Hussle's music more than I did J. Cole. So I got put onto Nipsey Hussle about maybe 2010, I want to say. 2010, 2011. I first heard him on a feature with Chamillionaire. He was on a song with Chamillionaire. They only love you when you're on, or they only love you when you're gone. And I heard that feature, and I was like, "Who's this cat?" You know what I mean? Because I was just listening to Chamillionaire's mixtape. Then I heard this. You don't know how many people I've discovered that way. I'm listening to one dude's mixtape. I hear a feature. Who's this dude? I look him up, and I listen to all of his mixtapes. So
Tech Nine.
Yeah. So Nipsey Hussle, I got put on 2010 around there. Then I listened to. That's when I got put on to the Marathon mixtape. Classic mixtape. A lot of people love it. A lot of people got put on as well to Nipsey Hussle from the Marathon mixtape. Now I heard that and I went back and listened to all of his old stuff, to like his underground, 2003 stuff, like building up to that. And he has a lot of great storytelling growing up in the hood.
I definitely wish I listened to more of his stuff. And well, at least I was up on game, because nobody put me up on game on Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
Nipsey Hussle until it was a little bit before he died. I started listening to his stuff. At least I listened to 2 albums, and I forgot which ones they were. I know I listened to Victory Lap, but I forgot the second one. And he's dope. His storytelling is
exactly like his storytelling, telling the story growing up in the struggle, gang banging, just this family relationships that he's had, talking about his brother, his uncle being a crackhead. With no disrespect, his words, not mine. That's what I was gonna say. This was technically his only album. Everything else he dropped before this was just a mixtape. They were all pretty much beginning like I want to say Marathon continues to this were like basically albums. It was all original production.
Adrian said I need a playlist.
For Nipsey Hussle? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a playlist set for you. But this is technically his only album, but he has a lot of great mixtapes. Again, I just think he's very influential, very motivational, inspirational. And it is just unfortunate that he passed away so young, but we are seeing the effects that he had on the hip hop community and just his LA community in general had his funeral at the Staples Center, and it was sold out. Like, it was amazing. And like, everybody's paying him much respect now. Wish they would have done it before he passed. But nonetheless, my favorite rapper of all time, my inspiration, one of my biggest motivations to start rapping and want to tell my own stories, you know, from hearing his. So definitely Nipsey Hussle is my #1 favorite rapper. Again, these are favorite, not the best of all time. I still think Lil Wayne is the best rapper of all time, but Nipsey Hussle is my favorite. So we're going to wrap up the top 5 segment, and we'll hop into the next segment, which is
the winner of the Just Do the Damn Thing giveaway, which is the skateboard that I'm giving away. I think it's down here somewhere. Yep, let me go get this.
There it is. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Pull it up real quick. Bam. There you go. Just do the damn thing. So when we spin this wheel, these are all the people that submitted something on Instagram. And these are the people that are going to be able to have a chance of winning. So once my boy Jesse spins the wheel, we'll see who wins. Go to do the damn thing. Let's go.
Wait, so this is live?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Tim Alanis.
Tim Alanis. Shout out to you, fam. Tim Alanis is the winner of the Just Do the Damn Thing skateboard. I will contact him on Instagram. And I will shout out to you, homie. Thank you so much for doing what you did.
Yes,
and
sir.
Being
Appreciate
a part
you
of the
sharing.
giveaway
Yes,
and sharing
sir.
And doing all thing and following our YouTube channel now. So thank you to everybody who submitted something for this. And shout out to the winner.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for tapping in. We truly appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and get close to the end here. We're going to wrap it up with this final segment. We'll get a few of these... you know, here, Open Mind Group, we like to expand our minds and learn a little bit every day. So today we'll go through our Today I Learned. Let's go ahead. What's our first slide here? Today I learned the chemical reaction in glow sticks was discovered by Dr. Edwin Chandros in 1962, but he had no idea the chemiluminescent, however you pronounce it, I wish Adrian was here to help me, objects were popular at music shows until a Vice interview in 2013. Is that so? He said, maybe my granddaughter will think I'm cool now. That's funny. So he discovered the chemical, but didn't know that they were used for like music shows and raves and stuff. That is interesting. Can you imagine creating something and not knowing that somebody is using it for like something you didn't intend it to be used for?
So he said, maybe my granddaughter will think I'm cool now.
That's crazy. Okay. He invented something like he didn't think it'd be used for this, and it is what it is. Light shows and everything, like that's hilarious. All right, Joe, what's the next one?
Today I learned Rolling Stones bassist Bill Wyman began dating his second wife, Mandy Smith, when she was 13 and he was 47. Married for 2 years, they divorced in 1993. That same year, Wyman's 30-year-old son from his first marriage married Smith's mother, who was then aged 46.
Wait, hold on, time out. This whole thing didn't even make sense.
I'm out this thing, I'm out.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna first I'm gonna try to break this down different segments. So the first part is he met his wife when he was 47 and she was 13.
Yes.
He could have literally been her dad.
Grandfather, shit.
Grandfather, damn near. If you had him early enough.
Man.
Where were the authorities? Like, who allowed this? Where were the parents? Where were the parents?
I have no words for this right now. Like, this is the craziest thing I've seen in a long time.
You're gonna let
Jesse. That's. Thanks for choosing this one.
Yeah, you let your 13-year-old date a 47-year-old. That just doesn't make sense to me.
And then his
second
son married the mom of the 13-year-old. Yeah. Is that what I'm seeing? Exactly, yeah.
That's what it is. Wow. Okay, thanks for explaining that. I didn't get that.
That's why she's cool with it, I guess.
Keep it all in the family.
I guess.
That is crazy. So, what? Bill Wyman, you are one crazy. Is he still alive? Does anybody know
That's some
Bill
Jerry
Williams
Springer
stuff?
shit.
Man.
I know you said stuff, but you know what I say. Ron.
Why didn't
Oh,
he
for real,
date
yeah.
the mom and the son date the daughter? Like, no, let's do it opposite. This is crazy. I'm going to the next slide. Today I learned of eagle hunters in Mongolia, known as the Burkitshi. This nomadic tribe hunts with eagles, only female eagles, as they are larger and believed to be fiercer. While eagles can live for decades, theirs are captured at the age of 4 and released after 10 years to live out their life in the wild. Have you seen videos of people hunting with this?
Mm-mm.
Like these people have these gloves, of course, like protect themselves or whatever. They have these giant birds. It could be an eagle, I think condors, hawks, all kinds of these big, massive, like birds.
Seen those at the zoo and shit.
Yeah, and they'll have them like this, and they'll see a deer, and they'll send the bird at the deer, and the bird will come through, get its talons, stab that deer,
sink straight in,
drag them down, kill them.
Hey.
And he'll go over there and finish the job or do whatever it has to do.
And vultures and some other big birds like eagles and stuff like that, they're powerful.
Yeah, dude,
And
it's
plus
amazing.
Since they're fast, they can swoop and get that momentum going and just take you straight down. It's crazy.
And you wouldn't think that they'd be able to take out a full-grown deer. Like,
Yeah,
it's a bird and a deer. Like, you think the deer's going to win. Like, there's no way a bird's going to kill a deer. It's amazing what these dudes do. That is a skill, definitely. I want me a damn eagle, to be honest.
In the next life, that's what you're going to do? Yeah.
I want it. No, I want an eagle now as a pet.
Oh, I thought you said I
illegal
want
as
to be an
hell, but I want a damn eagle. What else we got, Joe?
Today I learned of Alice in Wonderland syndrome, most commonly found in children, suffers experience sensory distortion such as feeling their heads are far from their bodies, hearing amplified or altered sounds, hallucinations, and a feeling of depersonalization or separation from one's own body.
Aren't those symptoms of anxiety? I know sometimes when I get some anxiety feelings, I feel like my head's detached from my body.
So
like
outer body experiences pretty much is what they're
it's not an out of body experience, but you feel like your head and your mind is like separate from your body. It's weird. But other symptoms that they're saying kind of sounds like they're like autism. Like these are things that autistic feel like. Hearing is amplified, altered sounds.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like symptoms of autism. But it's called Alice in Wonderland syndrome. I don't know if that's the best name to give this. I'm sure we could get a little more scientific. Like
it's really funny though.
No, experiencing these things is not funny.
Whoever created the name Allison, because the correlation of Alice in Wonderland.
Right.
Whoever made Alice in Wonderland was on some stuff.
Yeah.
So they were hallucinating all kinds of things.
Yeah, like let's name this Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, of course the syndrome itself is not funny.
Yeah, no,
who would name it that?
Yeah. What's the next one we got here? How many do we got today? Today I learned a father of 5 firefighter who fell into a coma after a roof collapsed on him, woke up 10 years later, fully conscious and memories intact. While subsequently trying to get out of bed, he fell and acquired another brain injury, contracted pneumonia, and died less than a year after waking up. Oh damn, wow. This is sad.
That's really sad.
Like you wake up 10 years out of a coma, fully like ready to go. Like this sounds like some Final Destination. Like, bro, it was your time. Like
no matter what you did,
you know what I mean? Like, no matter what you do, like we all got our time.
The Reaper is coming.
Like a damn roof fell on his head, and he died coming out of bed. That's insane. I mean, shoot, when we all got our did we ever get this dude's name, Jesse? No, we didn't get the dude's name.
Yeah, there's a video.
It was crazy.
Okay. It's fine.
Put the video in the comments.
That brings me to something I just watched. This is another today I learned from me to you.
Okay.
So, the singer of Korn, Jonathan Davis, I watched an interview of him, and he used to be like a mortician. He went to a mortician school and all that kind of stuff. He loves like dead bodies and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And he told one of the questions was asked is, what was the craziest way someone died? And he said someone died of a head injury from an old typewriter.
From a typewriter?
So an old ass, those old ass fell on somebody, blah, and then they got trauma and died from a typewriter.
That's insane. Imagine waking up 10 years, like you get to see your family, you think you're about to live the rest of your life.
And then think of his family, like, oh, he's finally
exactly
back. And a year later,
to
lose him again.
Yeah.
Videos in the comments.
For good. Videos in the comments. I gotta get this dude's name, but very unfortunate for his family. But we all got our time. We all got our time. Do we have one more? All right, Joe, you want this one?
Today I learned your program to love the music you listened to in high school the most. The music we like gives us a hit of dopamine and other feel-good chemicals, and that's even stronger when we're young because our brains are developing. That makes a whole lot of sense. Because there's songs that I was listening to before high school that I really loved, of course, like all the rock stuff that I was listening to. But when I was in high school, though, that was the time.
Yeah. So did somebody trick me into loving Lil Wayne? Because Lil Wayne was my high school years.
Exactly.
Just kidding. I love Lil Wayne. He's a great damn artist. Stop the damn slander. He's the GOAT. But I could definitely see this because, well, when you're at that age, you have some more independence. You choose your own music, whereas when you're smaller, you just listen to whatever's around. You know what I mean? So you choose your own music, so it kind of means a little more to you.
Yeah, definitely. That's the reason why some of the, like Nas, the reason why hip hop is dead was one of my favorite instead of Illmatic.
Illmatic, yeah.
Is because I was only like 5 when Illmatic came
right.
out. I don't remember a lot of it. And then it wasn't introduced to me until I was older, anyway, when I was really memorizing things.
Yeah.
So Hip Hop Was Dead was the year I graduated from high school.
Right, yeah. That's insane. And I could definitely see this, a sense of nostalgia. This is really blowing my mind right now because this describes me to a T. Damn it!
Even though Kendrick Lamar wasn't introduced to you in high school, E40 probably was though.
Oh, are you talking to Adrian?
Yeah, because she's saying I love Kendrick Lamar, and that's out of high school. I'm like, I love Kendrick Lamar too, but we're saying the most impressionable. So the reason why E40 is probably one of your favorites and always has been is probably because of the fact that you were listening to him a lot in high school.
Yeah. This is insane because I don't want to be that old man like, you kids, your music sucks nowadays. It does. Migos, Young Thug, let's be real. The music sucks, in my opinion. But I always go back to what I listened to in high school, and that's what gives me the dopamine, I guess, the nostalgic feeling. Yeah. It was great damn music back then, not just hip hop. R&B too. I love the R&B music that was out from back then.
R&B, this is the only time I can say this is almost bull. Almost.
Yeah.
Because R&B, my favorite person of all time that sings R&B is John B. And I got introduced to John B when I was like 4, and he's still my favorite R&B artist of all time. And that's because my sister, I think it's more because my sister introduced him to me.
Right.
And so it meant a lot more. And,
that too.
That
too. But I definitely believe it's 100%. That's why we have those old get off my lawn guys. Your music sucks nowadays, you youngsters, because this makes a lot of sense. But for sure, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Or did we have one more on here? Oh, we have one more. Joe, I'm over trying to kill the show already.
Well, I mean, it is long already. So today I learned Lisa Leslie, as a high school basketball player, scored 101 points in 16 minutes of play. That's cap. I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap.
New segment. We're calling cap on this one. She shot 37 of 56 from the floor and 27 of 35 from the line. However, she did not break the record for women's points in a high school game because the other team's coach refused to play the second half. The coach just quit.
Damn, so she was just pretty much shooting free throws all day.
That is insane.
So
she shot 27. She made 27 free throws, 37 to 56 from the floor. Scored 101 points in 16 minutes.
So that sounds like she was doing practice.
I'm like, how do you even put up 56? No, 56 plus 35. What's the math on that? 91 points? 91 shots? How do you put up 91 shots in 16 minutes? Like,
I'm telling you, it was literally a practice. Like people
even in the practice, you get tired. 91 shots.
I'm talking about the drills. So like in 97 shots, you could do 100. So
I'd be exhausted.
Let's put it this way: I just saw somebody do 100. A girl too.
Okay.
100 pull-ups and 100 push-ups in 3 minutes.
100 pull-ups and 100 push-ups. 3 minutes.
3.5 minutes actually.
Damn, that's insane.
I was floored when I was watching it. I was like, damn.
I could do 100 pull-ups in 3 minutes. I don't know about with the 100 push-ups though.
6 points a minute.
She was scoring 6 points a minute. That's not even possible.
She was averaging.
What? She was averaging 6 points. Like, I'm just saying from like the stamina point, I'd be exhausted putting up 91 shots. I'm just how did she do that in 16 minutes?
If they really quit, they pretty much were just getting out the way, and she was doing these layup drills.
Yeah. I hope they didn't quit like that.
That's what it sounds like.
Put the article in the comments.
Okay, articles in the comments. Shout out Lisa Leslie, one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time. So I think that was our last one. We're going to finish with the last segment. Did we get the creative of the week, Joe?
We sure did get the creative of the week, so I'm going to take that away right now. So the creative of the week, we can go back to the main shot, I guess. So the creative of the week this week is none other than my boy, S.I.L.A.S Black.
Oh,
dope individual. He's a stand-up dude.
Shout out S.I.L.A.S, man. We still ain't did that track yet, bro.
I know. I still need to do a track with him too, but it's all good. It's gonna happen. He's a really dope artist, cool dude. He always shows love.
Always.
And one of the best artists in Bakersfield. So
good rapper, dope rapper.
The song that he has to this week is Undefeated. So Jesse, take it away. But before that, tell me if he did the damn thing.
Let us know. Drop the comments. Let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who it is. S.I.L.A.S. Okay. Look. To tell you the truth, I'm going up off that juice, about to get loose, I did not lose. Come if you want it, I'll bring the news. She know that I'm coming, I blame a caboose. Cruise to this beat, yeah, I'm catching my groove. This shit just really put me in the mood. Now all of these rappers about to get chewed. Look, nigga, I'm back and I'm harder. Prepare for your funeral, call it the Carter. I stay making love to these beats, oh Lord, please do not give me a daughter. My verses be making decisions, all of my money like loan division. I know you hating, I know you tripping, my wife like a gun, the final decision. I'm killing it, killing it, killing it. I know you faking it, I am not feeling it, ain't nothing real in it. I catch you slipping, banana peel out, Mario Kart, how I'm whipping it. What is the difference? You just want a deal, I just want a meal. You want a chain, it's real, I just want to feel like I won't get killed when I'm trying to chill. God said he created a sequel. Keep the faith till one day they believe you. Even though every day they mistreat you. Fuck it. Try if you can. I'll never let another man come in between all of my dreams. I'm coming for cake like a bakery team. Wu-Tang, bitch, all of the If you really want it, you could go get it. If you can start, then you can finish. I ain't gotta hate, they know the difference. We ain't the same, watch and listen. If you really want it, you could go get it. If you can start, then you can finish. I ain't gotta hate, they know the difference. We ain't the same, watch and listen. Now that I'm out, I'm done with this house. About to show Sack what I'm really about. Cause up on this mic I be nasty. Like when people be eating and smack with they mouth. Fuck is you talking, you can keep walking. I don't need no negative up in my life. I need my crown, mix it with Sprite. Cause White Claws do not live up to the hype. I be with your main, yeah I said it. She like to play plumber, I give her this pipe. Or we play Dora Dora the Explorer. I be dressed like the fox when that pussy gets swiped. Yeah I moonwalk Michael Jackson, beat it like Mayweather. I'm still undefeated, so conceited. I leave these rappers all flat line till they soul lead them. I was born in the belly of the beast, raised by the white tees with the pants for the crease. My uncle's eyes always looking Chinese. Had hoes coming twos like a pair of Siamese. If you're not a fan, I'ma make you believe. I'm
trying to take a jet to the land of Belize with a check full of cheese. Dress swing all in the breeze, fulfill all my needs. That's all that I need. So I'ma keep working and grinding and pushing harder till I'm better. Better than ever, better than grandmama food on the stove. Better than pizza that's cold. So better and better and better. You still can't believe that I'm 30 years old. Age ain't a number, it don't define me. No need to remind me, I know where I came from. If you really want it, you could go get it. If you could start, then you could finish. I ain't gotta hate, they know the difference. We ain't the same, watch and listen. If you really want it, you could go get it. If you could start, then you could finish. I ain't gotta hate, they know the difference. We ain't the same, watch and listen.
Well, we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives, and we don't stop. Open my group so you know we won't flop. We on top, come to the party, you don't wanna miss out.